Hi guys, this is Kendra with Trust TV, and I'm back with another video. Clearly, y'all see he took this long to post it, and now I see why he did. Antceo is such a liar, and it's so pathetic. He's gonna go on in the comment section and say how he don't see any video where he's degrading women, when literally he degraded me in this video, and literally he degraded me for nothing. Right? So in this video, he went live. He went live a couple of days ago. When he went live, he was having different people tell stories and give commentary on the stories, right? This is for educational purposes only. I'm commenting on a video that I'm in, so it's relevant. Each one teach one moment. And so I decided to, write down in the comment section, because he was just saying certain things, like when he seen a woman, she was getting ready to tell her story about whatever situation she was going through. This black woman, she was in her car just like I am, and she was just telling her story about a certain situation that she or somebody who was close to her was going through with a man. So before she could start, now mind you, in the previous other two people that he gave commentary on, he didn't start talking about them in a derogatory way. He let them tell their story, and then he gave commentary on their story. But the black woman get up here, and but this woman specifically get up here, and he just began to call her bitches, say that she low, she not a woman anybody should date, she masculine. And so I was like, well, first and foremost, first of all, I was like, why are you saying that? Like, why are you doing all the extra? Just let her tell her story. And he was like, oh, look at how she talks, she all manly. So I wrote to him and I was like, listen, the reason why some black women are very masculine, if you're saying they have the inability to be soft, basically paraphrasing right now, is because black men are rough with black women. That culture of how black men are so rough with black women makes us rough. Statistically proven, when we get into a relationship with a black man and he is violent, he tends to go an extra mile when it comes to black women. Like if he's in a relationship with a black woman and he's an abuser, he'll take the button of a gun and hit the black woman with it. Well, if he was in a relationship with a white woman, he just smack her. You know what I mean? So they're very much more brutal when it comes to abuse toward black women. And all I was trying to say to him was, stop spinning that narrative, because there are some men out here who will take that narrative and they ego trip, right? Because you got incels that watch this content. You got men who have the inability to control themselves, who will hear these kind of things about women, and because they can't beat men, they will go after women who they know aren't masculine, because then they wouldn't want to fight them, right? They wouldn't want to fight with them. So, but they'll call them masculine to justify abusing them, right? And so I was just trying to explain that to him. You may not want to go with that trope, because it's promoting the abuse of black women. We are not masculine. Are there women who have the inability to be soft? Yes, and that's due to their upbringing. Black men are very rough with black women, from dissing them to disrespecting them to degrading them to fighting them, hitting them. It's even to the point where you have videos of women who be like, listen, I have to pretend like I'm married so that so that if I say no to a black man, he won't get offended, because we know about the catcalling. When a black woman was catcalled by this black man, she tried to do it nice. She didn't want to be like the rest of the girls who sometimes get mad and be like, get the fuck out of here, because there's some girls who do that. So she was nice about it, and the man still choked her to death. She still died at the hands of the man trying to do it right. And so black men are very violent when it comes to, a lot of black women die at the hands of black men all the time. He was like, well, and then so he wrote in the comment section what made him cuss me out, wish death on me, wish I burned, wish I got my head chopped off in the guillotine. This all the stuff he cut out. None of this is what he didn't want nobody to see, how he flew off the hinges for a comment that said, black women are rough because black men are rough. And then the comment that made him fly off the deep end was when he was like, would you rather be in Baghdad, or something like Baghdad or Iraq? And I said, and this is what made him mad, when I said, what does that have to do with the cup of tea in China? Whether, you know what I mean? I said, whether Baghdad, let the women from Baghdad and Iraq worry about, sorry y'all, I had to make sure I'm still recording. I said, let the women in Baghdad and Iraq speak on their men. I'm speaking on black women and their men, right? So, and he goes, oh, well, he began to cuss me out, wish me death, burn, all this stuff. And I rebuked that and returned that to sender with holy fire in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Go ahead and take that word curse right back. I renounce that. Okay, covered by God. Thank you. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, he began to cuss me out for that. He flew off. And my mother was in the car like, whoa, what is he doing? I said, I don't know. He just cussed me out and I didn't even say nothing. Like, I literally just said what I was saying. Like, my mother was like, that's crazy. He might be a crackhead. I said, he might be a crack baby because, because the way he flew off and got livid for nothing didn't even make sense. So that's all I really said. I didn't say anything crazy. So I began to call in because he blocked me. I called in because he blocked me. And I was just trying to explain to him, this is what I mean. Like, I'm trying to let him know, like, when you say this about black women, right? I didn't mean to generalize, but I'm just saying black women. But let's just say I am generalizing, whatever, right? He said, well, why didn't nobody say nothing when I called the white woman a bitch? Let white women tell you about it. I'm black. That's why I didn't say anything. I don't speak on anybody. I address mine, right? So that's why. Right? And here's the difference. The white woman that you called the B word, she was literally chasing a man down who was walking his dog, screaming and lying and saying that he doing something. Help, cussing this man to filth, nasty to this man. The man didn't do nothing but walk his dog. All right? She was being she would not leave him. She followed him for miles and miles and miles till security had to come remove her. So calling her a B kind of fitted. This black woman just telling a story about something that happened to somebody did not warrant you calling her a B. And it was the same time that I said in the previous video when he said the same thing about the European black girl. Now, I didn't agree with the European black girl either. So I was like, yeah, I didn't agree with her standpoint. But all them B words that you keep calling her, all them B's, calling her out, and just everything he was saying was mad disrespectful. And I'm like, why you keep doing that? Like, yo, the reason why I said that is because and I did a video on this, white supremacy makes that the reason why y'all call us black, why black men call black women bitches and hoes was literally a rule book right out of white supremacy. Literally, when they got rappers together and say, start calling your women bitches and hoes. They didn't do that. When Tupac made Brenda Had a Baby, he ain't say, this bitch Brenda, she this bitch went out there, this bitch, she this bitch, this hoe, this bitch. He didn't do that. None of them used to call them hoes. Run DMC ain't be like back to being bitches in this. They didn't call women that. It was not saying bitches and hoes all the time. That was literally something that they made them do. And all I'm telling you is to not be a part of white supremacy, continuing to call black women bitches and hoes. No woman, but nevertheless, I'm talking about black women. Because people will say, when you call that white woman a bitch, they'll say that's one white woman. That woman right there is the bitch. But when you call black women bitches and hoes, they say all of us is it. They don't matter what our background is, no matter where we came from, how we were raised. They say all of us, we bitches, we hoes, we masculine, we this. Baby, I'm far from masculine. I don't know what you're talking about. I am very emotional. Very. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about. I maintain my femininity as much as possible. But when you disrespect me, you open the door for anything. Right? And I didn't even disrespect him in this video. And that's the reason why I had to make the video disrespecting him. Because I ain't gonna let no dingleberry stink butt boy turn around and just a stinking bored ass little boy turn around and disrespect me. And I didn't disrespect him. That's first and foremost. I didn't disrespect him. So it was not warrant for all the disrespect that he gave. And so he wanted to call me out my name for something. I made a comment and my comment wasn't disrespectful. And he went and showed his true colors is that he childish. He wet behind the ears. He still don't wipe under his ball sack. He's a dirty little one, right? He still don't pull his foreskin back and wash. He's one of those little boys. And so he clearly is too immature, and if somebody is sitting back critiquing him about something, he can't handle it because he got this, now this red pill stuff where men act like they can't hear nothing from a woman's point of view. That goes to show that you still are young. A man who has an inability to hear somebody speak back, that's self-control that you lack. You were clearly, as somebody put in the comment section, in your emotions, and the reason why he quit that live is because people started not agreeing with the way he disrespected me. So what he did was edit this live, cut it out, and then made this title saying that I'm a victim to what, sweetie? And you're saying I'm exposing you, which is literally admitting that I'm exposing you for something, right? You have to be doing something wrong to be exposed, sweetheart. I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just trying to correct your behavior. But clearly, because you're so childish and you got this little He-Man woman hating club thing, he was like, oh, men, don't be afraid of being called gay and this, that, and the third. These, they're gonna say, first of all, I wasn't talking about your sexuality. I wasn't talking about nothing. I don't care if you gay or not. What I'm saying to you is you need to stop calling people bitches. Stick to the topic at hand. I critique people on my giving commentary all the time, and I don't need to refer people as bitches, hoes, none of that. You don't need to disrespect somebody. That's the problem. Black people in our community are so used to thinking that being disrespectful is keeping it real. No, it's just disrespectful. There's a way you say things. You don't have to disrespect somebody to convey to them that they're wrong. And first and foremost, when it comes to bonnets, I did a video, historical video, talking about how bonnets were a symbol of nobility and royalty back in the day. Contrary to the belief today, it is royalty. It was royalty back in the day. People wore head wraps and bonnets and things of that nature. When I give commentary talking about black people, I do not do that. And so you could have did that better. Like, of course people are going to agree with him in his comic section. Some people did, and some people's like, you mad disrespectful, like dead ass. It's whatever, I don't care. I take nothing. It is what it is. It's a part of the game. That's how I see it. But and then he was like, oh, you ugly. Let me explain something to you. The same big ass nose I got, Antceo, you got. So if my features is ugly, so are yours. We practically got the same high ass cheekbones, big ass fucking nose, thin upper lip, full bottom lip. Bitch, we almost got the same face. You're just as ugly as me. If you think I'm far from fucking ugly, but like you said, if you calling me ugly, you just calling yourself ugly. That's how I know you got low self-esteem, so I ain't even get mad. Because what you say to me, I know you say to yourself. The same features on me that you find unattractive are in your face. So it's funny how you can call me ugly without thinking you ugly. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. You said you destroyed me. I don't know how. By ending it by disrespecting me for nothing. Like, he literally ends the video with cussing me out, and now he owned me. You're pathetic. Man up, dude. You need to really be taught by a real man and leave these simple niggas alone who teaching you how to disrespect women. That's not how you get coochie. All women don't like to be disrespected. Like, I don't know where y'all getting these rule books from, but anyway, none of my business. I could care less. But anyway, this is Kendra with Choice. He edited this video, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay up, stay blessed. Put God first. Above all else, y'all. Peace out. Bye for now. Sorry. I got to get y'all off here.